The Batman Arkham games are considered to not only be some of the greatest superhero games ever made, but some of the best action games of the 21st century. These games mean a lot to me and so many others, as this was my introduction to the greater DC universe, outside of the basic shit that the movies covered. But as much as I love these games, I never actually completed them. Don't get me wrong, I beat the main story in Asylum and City, but I never 100% of those games, mainly because I didn't want to do those fucking Riddler trophies, and I never fully beaten Origins or Night. So I figured with Suicide Squad, once again bringing the Arkham games back into public consciousness, I'd finally sit down and make 12-year-old me happy by unlocking every single achievement in every Batman Arkham game. And where else to start but the game that began it all? So please, my bitches, my bros, and my non-binary hoes, take a seat, grab yourself a cup of rogue energy, and let's see if I can truly become the Batman and unlock all 47 achievements in Batman Arkham Asylum. And I'm talking about the original version of the game too, okay? None of that Return to Arkham bullshit. Our playthrough begins where every Asylum playthrough begins, with me fucking crashing because I'm playing a game that released in 2009 on a modern PC without any mods installed to make my experience better, and the game did not like that. After having to restart my entire PC, mainly because of one individual named Wave, we slowly escort Joker through the Asylum, and this is probably both my favorite and least favorite part of Asylum. On one hand, I do love this segment because, I mean, it's just fucking Mark Hamill letting loose for 6 minutes, and it's great. There's a reason why he's the best Joker. On the other hand, it's also just you walking for 6 minutes straight, and that can get really repetitive after your first playthrough. Definitely one of the weaker openings in an Arkham game. Anyway, after Joker drops his pants and we take his temperature, he somehow escapes, totally unexpectedly, and we get thrown into our first combat encounter where I kinda suck because it's my first time playing these games on keyboard and mouse, so please don't be really mean to me and say some shit like, I'm the world's lamest detective in the comments below, please. I already heard enough from my mother during her monthly calls to let me know how much of a disappointment I am to her. How I should've went to carpentry school like she wanted instead of becoming a gamer that doesn't even get paid to play games. I did also get 2 achievements though during this part, where I got a combo of both 5 times and 10 times, so hey, ain't that nice, Mom? No? Okay. Moving on, I completely forgot to grab the Riddler trophy in this room, which I will not be able to grab for like another 20 hours of gameplay, as we meet the DC version of Cletus Cassidy, Victor Zsasz. So it's kind of our soft tutorial for Predator sections. We kick his ass, get another trophy, and begin to make our way through the Asylum, where we eventually arrive in a room with toxic gas, where, while under the effects of toxic gas, I began to act a little out of character.
That's it, Nicole. We're getting a divorce.
Oh, I like how that's what caused you to want to divorce me, not the fact that I just said I planned on recreating the stuff with Drake.
Okay, maybe not on main, just because minors follow you.
Okay, and
Whoa, whoa,
Hello?
whoa.
note to self.
Wait.
Edit that out.
What do you
Edit
mean
that
by-
out. Edit that out.
What?
I'm gonna
Why
need
don't
to
you just
delete
take-
this VOD.
Why
Holy
don't you
shit.
just take a seat? Why don't you take a seat?
I'll
right
block
over there?
them. I'll block them. That
Nicole,
doesn't
how
matter
do you
because
think
I'll
about-
block them beforehand.
Nicole, how do you think about age?
It's a number that matters a lot.
What do you feel about consent?
Oh, hey, Batman can go down there now.
Nicole, what do you think about consent?
Okay.
It's not like he's, you know, and also,
Anyways, Nicole.
shut up, Sam.
No, Nicole, I have a question for you.
What's my question?
What are your thoughts on consent?
Is there any way for me to get
Yeah,
there, Wave?
Nicole. No, Nicole, answer the question. Answer the question.
Oh, what's this room?
Answer
do
the
it.
damn question. Answer the
Alright.
question.
You know what?
Nicole,
her
answer the
evading,
question.
her
or we
evading
will-
means she's guilty.
Nicole,
Yeah,
if you don't
exactly.
answer the question, we'll answer it for you because we know what your thoughts on consent are.
Okay,
Yes.
then answer.
refer to chapter 3, guys.
She says consent doesn't matter all the time.
She doesn't believe in consent.
Yeah, no.
Big Mike even wants you to answer the question.
Yeah, Nicole, answer the question.
Consent is a very important thing. It's also pretty sexy, if you ask me.
That was a close one.
But Nicole, the local gas is in the game. It wouldn't be able to affect you in the real world. And also, that's not even how local gas works, you fucking moron. It just makes you laugh until you die. I hear you. My counter argument to that is, nerd! We then fight what the average transphobe thinks a trans girl with 1 ounce of testosterone looks like. Dies of a heart attack because his bitch was too bad and his swag was too different. We then watch Officer Balls horny blunt Gordon for the way he was looking at Batman earlier.
Officer Balls.
Luckily for us, Officer Balls is an advent gamer girl, and we're able to track him down using his rogue energy shaker cup. We follow the trail into our first To Catch a Predator section, which we totally do first try, and we get introduced to our first Riddler trophy, which, just a heads up, I'm not going to be mentioning every time I pick up a Riddler trophy, solve a riddle, or I find a Chronicle of Arkham, since it's like, 200 of those? So, I just assume I'm picking them up as we go, okay? Okay, we got understanding? Good. After beating off some of Joker's thugs and getting 3 more achievements, one for getting to the island, one for unlocking 5% of the trophies, and then another for saving all those dumb doctors, Scarecrow hits us with the gritty, causes us to imagine that Gordon is dead, because who wouldn't want to kill themselves after seeing Scarecrow hit the gritty like that? Oh, and our parents are back. Fortunately, I don't have time to unpack that at the moment, as we're forced into this Shadow Dimensions wannabe boss fight. Yes, I know Arkham Asylum came first, don't at me. It's not my fault Shadow Dimensions did it better. We then do another dream section, a predator section. We drop in on Harley, save Gordon, and do a boss fight with Bane, which, if I'm being honest, is one of my only massive issues with this game. In my opinion, Bane is probably one of the best villains in Batman's Rogues Gallery, as he's the only one who ever really challenges Batman on both a physical and mental level. Sure, Bruce has some smart villains in his Rogues Gallery, notably my least favorite because of this series, the Riddler, and he also has some rogues who are extremely skilled fighters, like Ra's Ra's al Ghul. I did both, so no one can get mad at me. But only really Bane challenges him in every aspect of his life. And seeing him basically be boiled down to a gratuitous toil for a Titan thug, it's just kind of depressing as a Bane fan. Anyway, we kick Bane's ass, get back to the main island, and I start to lose my fucking mind as Sam, Ash, Wave, and Key attempt to drive me crazy because I couldn't solve one riddle involving a seesaw.
Twiddle Dee and Twiddle Psalm, can you see it? Okay, Wave. How do I do that? What's that one?
Scan the seesaw.
Where's the seesaw?
Do you see the seesaw?
Use your eyes.
I see a
Use your
seesaw
eyes.
over there. Nicole, can you see the seesaw? Did you saw it? You saw the seesaw? Did you see it?
Did you
She
see the
clearly didn't
seesaw?
see the seesaw.
Did you see the seesaw that you saw by the sea?
She very clearly didn't.
Nicole, can you answer this question faithfully?
Nicole, did you see the seesaw that we saw?
By the sea.
It like gets worse and worse.
I'm just trying to ignore them at this point.
Did you
Well, I
see
think
the
that easy for you.
seesaw that we saw that you
Nicole,
can't
we
see?
saw the seesaw. Are you sure you didn't see the seesaw that we saw by the sea?
Sure?
That was once seen.
It's getting worse!
There's one scene to be sawing.
I hate all of you. This is why I was initially in VC by myself.
You pulled us in here!
You've been the one that told us that been dragged us.
Nicole, did you see the seesaw that by the sea that was sawing? You saw that?
This is gonna be the, oh my god, this is gonna be the cold open.
Nicole, we saw the seesaw by the sea.
Shut up!
We saw. Have you seen the seesaw that we saw by the sea?
Oh my god, my
Did you
face
see
hurts
that?
laughing. You know when you guys ever have it when you laugh too much and your
For
face
fuck's
just
sake,
starts
did you see
hurting?
the seesaw that we saw by the sea? Because we saw the seesaw by the sea, but did you see it?
Welcome to this video, cold open, people.
Nicole,
This isn't a hard question.
It's not a-
Nicole, how can you not see the seesaw that we saw?
Nicole,
haven't
do you know
finished it anymore.
she sells at the seashore, the shell she sells at our seashore, I'm
On
sure
the seesaw.
if she sells seashells by the seashore, then
That you would see the saw by the sea.
Bars. These are some fucking good bars, guys. Nicole, how are you not seeing the seesaw that we saw?
At the sea.
Nicole,
Are you
we
sure you
saw
don't see the seesaw by the sea?
20 times.
I
The
haven't seen it.
seesaw is so easy to
Hey.
see. The seesaw that we have seen is by the sea. How have you not saw it yet?
I found it
The
already. Ash.
easiest seesaw to
Oh,
see.
there
I
it is.
found it. I was just letting you guys go on.
There it is.
She finally saw the seesaw that we saw over by the sea.
I'm so happy that she saw the seesaw that we saw earlier by the sea.
After that fucking nightmare, I decided to take a break and come back the next day where nothing really of note happened. I mean, I did progress through the story. I had a combo of 20 and I glided for 100 meters, but I mean, a fucking toddler could do that shit. It really isn't that notable. After getting lost though, I decided to take yet another break and actually try out some of the challenge maps, where I got an achievement for not only completing a challenge map without taking any damage, and I also got the Invisible Predator achievement. Let me tell you something. This trophy nearly broke me. On the surface, it seems easy, right? Just do a Predator section without alerting anyone, right? Well, turns out not only do I suck at video game, but apparently I decided to piss off God, who somehow cursed me with the worst RNG imaginable. I mean, look at this. He turns around the second I drop down to hit him. And after way too many failed attempts, I finally got through a segment without failing and decided to go back to the main story before I had a blood vessel burst from anger. And after fucking around a bit, doing some more combat and Minecraft YouTuber sections and another Scarecrow section,
Damn, I got a big ass head.
we finally find Dr. Young and we watch her get roasted harder than me whenever I post an opinion on Twitter. We're now forced to find Warden Sharpie through another DNA tracking sequence in detective mode. And don't get me wrong, I think these are cool, but did we really need 200 of them within like a 20-second window? On our way to find the Warden, we run into Mommy, who I can already tell is going to cause me to rage, like a 12-year-old on COD without all the racism. Okay, with only some slight racism. Luckily, we're not too far away from Warden Sharpie, but unfortunately, as we rescue Sharp, Harley decides to ambush us and let that fucking green bean looking motherfucker out of her cell. See? I told you it was only some light racism. Is that racist to call her a green bean looking motherfucker? Chat, let me know in the comments if that's actually racist. Harley then also sics a bunch of dudes onto me, which is fine by me because I've been handling Five Guys since before it became a restaurant. We then chase Harley into the room where we save these two pigs from getting fried. Where, I'm gonna be honest, I did just drop one and see what would happen. Once I actually save the two little pigs, I move on to fighting even more guys, which I do super good, and I put Harley in a cell, which is honestly what I wish she would do to me. I mean, what? Who put that in my script? Was that Sam? We then move on to trying to find Joker's hidden Titan lab, which is located in the Botanical Gardens, until I finally find the Joker, who had just cracked the Krabby Patty secret formula and sets two Titans on me. Now, a smart person would have used this encounter to get the achievement where you must knock out the Titan without using any gadgets, as this is the easiest place to do it. But as regular viewers my channel should know by now, I am whatever the opposite of a smart person is, and I just forgot to do it. After I beat up the hot monster dude who I would let do unspeakable things to me, I speak to Poison Ivy, found out the secret final ingredient I need to stop the Titan formula is in Killer Croc's lair. Well, the Joker shows up out of nowhere and gives Ivy a bit of Titan, so the whole fucking map gets covered in these vines. Anyway, we start to make our way into Croc's Flare, and we deal with a super hard Predator section. That segues me to something I should probably mention. I'm doing this whole playthrough on hard mode, so that way I only need to do one singular playthrough to get all the achievements. How I have hard unlocked, I don't know. I was under the impression that you had to beat the game to unlock it, but I guess not. Anyway, we cleared this section, we start walking down the hall. Hi folks, Nightmare Nicole Cringe here to tell you about a great offer. And no, it's not Rogue Energy, it's actually my Patreon. Yes, I have a Patreon because I'm a random broke bitch in the United States. It was either I make a Patreon or an OnlyFans, and I think for your guys' sake, I chose the better option. So if you guys want to support the channel and see these videos early, get exclusive behind the scenes stuff and sneak peeks and stuff like that, and get an exclusive role in my super cool Discord that's also linked down below, then subscribe to the Patreon. It only costs $4.20, or there's a $1 tier for those who just want to support the channel. There's also like a $69 tier there, but we don't talk about that one, okay? We don't talk about it. Don't bring it up. I know I'm a bit biased as, well, it is my fucking Patreon. But I think it's a really good deal for those who enjoy my content or people who just want to see me suffer. Anyway, speaking of that, it's probably time to let Will Nicole get back to fucking Riddler sex, or I don't know what the fuck she's doing. I don't pay attention to these videos. Well, that was weird. Anyway, we kick Crane's ass, get eaten by Croc a few times, get the Ultra Bat Claw, probably enter one of the worst Predator sections I've ever seen in the entirety of this franchise. Words cannot describe the pure psychotic rage I go into whenever I see this Predator section in particular. We then move on to our next combat encounter, which is the exact opposite of what I was just bitching about. I was still a bit pissed about the earlier matches, so I decided to blow off some steam and some challenge maps, and I actually ended up getting the achievement for doing a perfect combo using all the Batman moves, so round of applause to me. Getting back to the main story, we do the Poison Ivy fight, which was a fucking breeze. Once I realized I could damage Ivy even with her shield up. It took me like 4 attempts before I figured that out. I then moved on and started beating up these guys and accidentally got 2 trophies. One for reaching a 40 times multiplier in the combo, and one for pooping on these guys' party. And honestly, I didn't even know these were trophies. I just decided to beat these guys up, because I'm a hater through and through. I then started to fight these 2 titans, where I finally got the achievement for defeating a titan without using any gadgets. Which is lucky, because if I didn't do it here, I would have to do this game again. We then follow the Joker who shoots himself. Does that mean the game's over? Game's over. I guess I'm going to skip the cutscene and move on. What the fuck happened? I really need to stop skipping cutscenes. Holy shit. Look, I'm not going to bore you with details. This fight is piss easy. It's the second bad decision I think Rocksteady made with this game. Anyway, we get the achievements for beating this game on easy, normal, and on hard mode, which is good because I was hard when I beat this game. Unfortunately, this isn't the end of our journey, as I decided to wait until the end of the game to finish all the fucking bullshit the Riddler left me. So I finished upgrading my character, found all the random Beetle shit that surprisingly isn't a reference to Ted Kord, and cracked all the Riddler's shitty riddles, caught a Batarang, leaving me with just 6 achievements left, which was essentially just beating the challenge maps. Which I did in a breeze, baby! Okay, not really. It was really hard, and I do think I cried multiple times. But hey, that's not what's important. What's important is that fucking platinum. And it only took me 27.5 hours. But we did it! We fucking did it! And that brings me to the outro. While I do plan on eventually covering all 4 Arkham games, and even doing Gotham Knights and Kill the Justice League, at the moment, I don't have any of those games slated on the release calendar, so if you really enjoyed this episode and we go ahead and start working on City, leave a like. Whenever this video hits 69 likes, I'll start working on the Arkham City achievements, which is totally a real promise. I'm totally not live on Twitch right now playing Arkham City, which you can check in the link below. Do not do that. Okay, now bye!